Okay, hi, I'm Cecil. Gonna ask you some questions about the Kennedy assassination. Just answer from what you remember, and this will be over quick.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Approximately how old were you during the JFK assassination?
I was 18.
18.
Yes.
Okay, that's so you were pretty much an adult by that time. Um, where were you at during the time of the assassination?
You mean the day, the time, the place where I was exactly?
Yeah, I could have all those. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, actually, I was at work that day, um, and I heard it on the radio, and I couldn't believe I was hearing it first,
Oh wow.
and then they repeated it, and I was just shocked. I was so shocked.
Yeah, I imagine so. How did you feel about the situation? Though shocked, as you said, or
Oh, I felt shock,
it was sad?
sadness,
Yeah.
um, bewildered, blown away.
Yes, it sounds like it was terrible. Um, Tell me about the impact, if any, that the assassination had on your family.
Well, again, that was in the 60s, and the civil rights movement had just really begun, or we were in the middle of it, and President Kennedy was going to make some changes in the way things were being done as far as voting rights and uh, allowing things to be more fair to us as African Americans.
Right. Okay. Um, do you believe that Lee Harvey Oswald was a lone gunman, or do you think there were others helping him?
I don't know. I never really knew that. I don't know. I, I think that there was some other reason why he did what he did. I don't know if somebody else had a part in it. So I really don't know.
Yeah. Okay. What do you remember most about his funeral, if anything?
The presidents.
Yeah, the president's.
Oh, I remember them. His family walking behind the horse without a rider. I remember the children, especially little John, who was 2 years old at the time, and how he stood and saluted the caisson when his dad was being taken past them.
Mm-hmm.
It was so sad.
Yeah. Describe the impact the assassination had on American history in the 1960s.
Oh, I think it had a huge impact. As I said, the civil rights movement was going on. Um, the president was working on a lot of things. There was also the Cuban Missile Crisis,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of that stuff was going on as well. I think that he would have. Um, I think he would have been a great president. I think that there were just he just didn't get a chance to do anything. He just wasn't there long enough.
Right.
Yeah.
What was it about Kennedy that made this such a tragedy?
Oh well, he was a first of all he was a father. He was a husband. He was somebody's son. He was also somebody's brother.
Right.
And then he was the president of the United States. And the thought that somebody would have the nerve, the audacity to shoot and kill the president of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. If you weren't supportive of him prior to this event, did anything about this assassination that was there anything about this assassination that softened your attitude towards him?
Well, I was always a supporter of
I
that
already
president.
supported
Yeah,
him.
always.
Oh, okay. Did you want to see his brother Robert become president, or did that matter at the time?
I kind of did, but I was afraid for him. I was afraid that if he did run, that somebody would kill him too, which
Yeah.
it eventually, of course, that happened as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. In your opinion, does Kennedy deserve the honors he received after he was gone?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. What the short period of time that he was in office, he did a very good job. Um, yeah, he deserves all of that and more.
Tell me about the effect you think this had on Kennedy's family.
Oh goodness, I think it had a horrible effect on them. You know, as I said, he had mother and father. He had a wife and children.
A family.
Yeah, and brothers and sisters. It had a horrible effect on him. Can you imagine? Uh, Somebody that you love and um, just somebody just taking them out just like that. Uh,
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Um, in what ways did the assassination instill fear in you or those around you?
I don't know if it instilled any fear in me, but I guess I thought that if somebody is bold enough to kill the president of the United States, who has so much protection around him, and who, I mean, after all, I mean, the president, if somebody is that bold, they don't care who they kill.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Do you think the Kennedy assassination will ever be forgotten?
never.
Never.
I know I'll never forget it. I know, no, it will never be forgotten.
Yeah. What was the first thing you did when you heard he had been killed?
I probably stopped breathing for a moment and then just started crying.
Yeah, it was sad.
Yeah, I'm just so shocked and so sad. Um, I just broke down crying.
Well, that's it for the interview. I just have like three more questions, just curiosity that I came up with.
Mhm.
If you could go back in time and stop the assassination, would you?
In a heartbeat.
Heartbeat, yeah.
Mhm.
I think we all have those.
Yeah.
Who do you think hired Oswald to assassinate JFK?
You know, Jordan, I really don't know. I don't know who was behind it. I don't know if anybody was behind it at all.
Hmm.
So I don't know.
Do you think Oswald was ever caught, or was he? Or?
Well, he was caught. He was caught. He was arrested, and then he was killed before he could even serve time. So
Oh wow, yeah,
yeah.
execution. But anyway, thank you, Aunt Cecil.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it, and I'll try to get back to you with the results of this.
Okay. Well, I hope that was helpful.
Thank you.